They'll run it to the right. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Moss. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense this season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
What a start for the defense, and I tell you what, this might start to affect how I call the game and what I think the offense can do, because if this rain keeps coming down and affecting the throwing, this allows me to be way more aggressive on defense. Nice start for this D.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Moss. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. All out of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Back to pass, it's Moss. Throws to the tight end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the ground, it's Cobb. Fights off a defender.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. The quick out. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass, it's Knight. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Cardinals looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
To the air, it's Moss. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent's territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Auburn.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. He'll pitch it. Turning it on! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. And you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quick release on the RPO.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to throw. It's Moss. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Louisville.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressure on the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day. But right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football, let him go to work.
Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Tigers are marching down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Cobb. Hard running there. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run the screen. Nice move there. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Moss. Right on the money. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give them 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Fires downfield. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Moss. He caught it! And he falls on top of his own fumble. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Smashes it between the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They boot it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Back to throw, it's Moss. Quickly complete. Plows through the defense. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make...
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And the Cardinals want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt. Had to settle for the field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Knight. Finds his man, it's Singleton. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown Cardinals. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the pummeling has started.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
On the run from inside his own 5. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Gonna let it fly. Reels it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Scrambling away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Set to kickoff.
They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead.
On the double. Pound 55.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Inside the 35. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Cricket.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
That keeps the score. Louisville, 37. Auburn.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26.
Freedom. Get set.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Knight. Caught near the sticks, it's Singleton. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
At the 37.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. He's got an open man. Oh, he's got some space. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
First down for the offense.
From the red zone, he's gonna throw it. Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Cobb. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. The pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Might be looking to run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got the first down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Gets it away off his back foot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the deep.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense
makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does so.
Looking to take a shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Likelihood they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They feed him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Simmons. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes.
Looking for a huge play. And the pass is incomplete, and that's